Hi guys, Tom here, I hope you're well. Here today doing a review of the Triumph Rocket 3 GT. This bike's been kindly lent to me by the guys over at Laguna Motorcycles in Maidstone. So if it is a bike you're interested in, then please do give them a shout. So obviously took the Rocket 3R out the other day, had an absolute blast of a time. Wonderful, wonderful machine. So thought it was time to take out the GT. So things that are the same about this bike, it's still 2,500cc. Still 221 Newton meters of torque. Still got this absolutely massive 240 mil rear tyre, which is epic. But things that are different. So we have this at the back, which is adjustable as well. It's got a little button underneath, so you can move that up and down, which is quite good. We've then got the feet forward, which is the main difference. A lot of people are going to notice here. So there's three positions they can be in as well, so slightly more forward, middle and slightly further back. The handlebars then come back more towards you, and on those handlebars as well we have heated grips as standard on this version with the little heated grip button there, and then we also have the screen as well. Everything else is the same though. We've still got the absolutely awesome brakes. These are the Stylema 4.3s on 320mm discs. We've got 300mm discs at the back. Exhaust, I'm pretty sure it's the same exhaust. I have said in the last one, I was saying the exhaust needs to be a bit more punchy. However, riding this just now, I'm actually quite liking it. It's quite understated, it's quite classy. So yeah, standard exhaust probably okay then, really. In terms of colours, obviously we've got the grey one here with the red and black lines. Also comes in a black version as well, but I think I quite like it in the grey. And having a chat with the guys, they are telling me that the GT is selling slightly better than the R, which surprised me actually. I thought the R would sell a little bit more. Right, let's fire her up so you can hear how she sounds. Oh, I'm going to have to go around this side because I'm going to need to keyless ignition, but I've got to pull the clutch in to start as it's a Triumph. Swing comes up. It's saying the key's out of range here, but it's not. I think it's a little bit of a fault on this model. There we go. So it starts up. Here's the exhaust. Giving it a rev. I mean, yeah, it sounds quite good. I'm trying to think as well. I'm just thinking of the tyres changed. I can't remember if the tyres are different on this one. The wheels are different, sorry. I will write something in the comments in the description if they are, because I've got a feeling they are actually. But no, beast of machine. The only difference here is the seating position, really. That's the main thing to talk about, the whole riding position, and it is very different. It does feel very different in terms of the way you're sitting. Still very comfortable for me. I'm 6 foot, 33 inch inside leg, and I weigh about 90 kilos. Oh, seat height on this as well is slightly reduced. This is 750mm seat height, and I think the R is 773. This also weighs about 3 kilos more off the top of my head. It's about 2.9. I'm trying to remember it, 294 I think this one is, and this is 294 kilograms dry, and I think the R was 291 kilograms. I will write my numbers down below so you'll be able to check them. However, you know, if you are someone on the shorter side who's thinking, oh, I'll go for this one because it's a shorter seat height, I have spoken to a few people who they've jumped on it and they found this one, because the legs are further away, this one maybe isn't as suited to shorter riders, so slightly different than you would normally think. But anyway, I'm going to jump back on it and continue with the ride. Very much a real life test, and yeah, I hope you enjoy, but absolute gorgeous looking machine. Cheers. Okay, so here on the GT, so obviously very similar to the R in terms of the engine and the bike and the performance and everything, but vastly different when it comes to the feel in terms of the seating position with feet forward. It is, oh, it is taking me a moment to get used to. It is, I think with the size of it, as well as being feet forward, it is a little bit, yeah, just takes a moment. You know, very comfortable, very comfortable. It's just everything feels in the wrong place. So route today, I'm going to do a different route than I did on the R. On the R, I went down some quite big roads, whereas for this route on the GT, I'm actually going to take it onto my normal test route, which, as those of you that watch the channel regularly will know, has quite a few narrow roads on it. So a bit different. I probably should have done it the other way around. Should have probably had the R on those roads, this one on more of the long roads. But you know, real life test and all of that. We're going to try some filtering on the bike as well. I'm not going to filter through that gap there because I don't think I'll fit. But it's going to be very much a real life test. So we'll do a little bit through town. The traffic's not a lot at the moment. A lot of people are staying in at the moment with everything that's going on with coronavirus, which is completely understandable. But we'll get out into the countryside as well, try it out on some of those roads, and yeah. But you know, I love it. I mean, I feel really pleased already because I get to come out on this bike again, effectively, because I went out on the R before, and getting out on one again is a real pleasure. So let's talk through the dash and cockpit space and everything. So the difference between this and the R, so we've got the handlebars are coming further back towards me, and we've got this screen as well, this edition. Apart from that, it's all the same. So same TFT, which, you know, as I said last time, it's fine, works well. We've got various rider modes we can select, but you know, everything on there is fine. I'm not too keen on the design of it myself. I don't like things that are super round, I think. I don't know what it is, but yeah, no, apart from that, absolutely fine. This has also got heated grips as standard as well. I don't think we need to put them on at the moment. It's 11.5 outside according to this, but we may stick them on later just to try them out. Okay, chance for a little bit of speed. Yeah, it feels nice at speed, as expected. I don't want to go too hard through there. It's not often, a load of crap on the road. Not often, in fact, first time ever I've seen a horse on that section, so I think I might have to not use that road much more. I'm going to have a think about that. Okay, pretty bad road conditions going through that section there, and I'm telling you, you're not really feeling those bumps at all. The suspension is very nice, very plush. That big tyre just, you know, has no issues with it. I'm a little bit cautious about these bends at the moment, just with the amount of gravel on the road, so I'm not going to go too quick through them. Oh look, I came through on one of my videos the other day and all that fence was down. It's now been fixed already. That was only the other day. People that are regular watchers of my videos will get to see people's home improvements. Very easy to ride, slow speed this is. No real issues at all. Super comfortable. Very, very stable. You don't really notice the weight of it, even at those low speeds. I don't know if you're wheeling it around, you're going to notice it more if you're actually pushing it, but no, it feels very, very nice. I've also put the heated grips on as well. I'll put them up to max to see what they're like. They're just heating up at the moment, so don't know fully yet. Okay, chance to get up to speed. It's still ridiculously fun accelerating on this. We've got the little screen here, so we'll see how the wind compares. It's still windy, but the acceleration is bloody awesome. Right, let's do that again in third this time. Off like a rocket! God, this bike is so quick when you want it to be. So it's interesting, I'm noticing I'm not feeling the same kind of inner drag to kind of push the bike hard. I think the seating position, because it's a bit more relaxed, you're a bit more sitting back, it just feels like you want to cruise a bit more on it. But it's exactly the same engine underneath and powerhouse, so you know, if you're someone who wants to, you know, ride a sports bike but in a lounge chair position, then this is probably quite well suited to you. fun. It's a fun bike. It is. However, I think it's not as fun as the R. There's something about the R which makes it a bit different. This is probably more suited to you know, longer sort of rides, less tight bends. Yeah, not that it can't do them as such. It's just it feels a lot more comfortable being you know, cruising along in the countryside like this. You know, very relaxed, sitting back in your seat more, enjoying the scenery. Yeah, that for me is where this bike is more. Okay, quick blast up the hill. We're in sport mode too. Nice. Ooh, hit a bit of traffic. Probably a good thing. Oh, so yeah, in sport mode, that's pretty good actually. It's the same as the R. It really is. Everything is the same. It's just the seating position, because it's so different. It just puts you into a different mindset and just puts you in a completely different mood of riding, I suppose. Right, let's get back into town and do a bit of filtering, and I'll do my main concluding thoughts on the way. So this really is an absolutely cracking bike. However, out of the two of them, my preference would be for the R, which is odd because I thought when looking at them originally, I thought I would prefer the GT. However, riding the two of them, the R just had something a bit more special about it for me and the way I engage with my riding. If you're interested in this bike, I would say ride them both. Ride the R, ride the GT. Even if you're convinced you want one over the other, still ride them both just to kind of feel what they're like, because they are very different, which is surprising because, you know, the majority, 99% is the same. It's just seating position that's different. The heated grips are really nice on this. If I went with the R, I would get the heated grips added. I've had them on full temp and they're nice, not excessively hot or anything, just a real nice warmth going on. If you can, I would say the best version of this bike to get is probably the TFC version, because that looks absolutely brilliant, but I can't remember how much that costs. However, it's, you know, lovely black. You've got all the gold trim on it as well. You've got an Arrow exhaust, which looks really good. It just looks absolutely beautiful. In terms of this screen that we've got down at the front, you know, I can't really notice if that's made a great deal of difference, to be honest. I thought I would. I mean, no doubt it has made a difference, but you know, whether that's you know, needed or not, I'm not sure. Undecided. I think in terms of price, I think this one comes out slightly more expensive. I think this one's at around 2,200. Well, off the top of my head, the R is sorry, this is 20,200, whereas the R is something like 19,600. So it's a little bit more, but you're getting obviously the heated grips and these swept back handlebars, which are, you know, they're nice actually, but I would still have the R basically as it is, just with heated grips. Right, now hopefully we're going to get a chance to do a bit of filtering. As it is so quiet, I think the only chance we're going to get is this little section here to do some filtering. Oh, that was close. It is a wide bike, and that was closer than I wanted it to be. I mean, filtering's possible, and it depends where you're riding and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I mean, you know, overall great bike and really easy to ride. I forgot to mention that as well. Same as the R, very easy to ride this bike. Surprisingly easy considering the amount of power it's got. Another person getting a look. Everyone loves to look at it. It just stands out so much. So much. And I think this one, I think this one does look a bit better. Apart from the seat on the back, that little sissy bar at the back, I don't really like that, but the rest of it I think it looks wicked, absolutely wicked. Not as good as the TFC though, I think I've said that a couple of times. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to hit that like button, maybe drop a comment and say hello. Many thanks to Lagunas for lending me this motorbike. If it is a bike you're interested in, then please do drop in and give them a shout. They're a great bunch of guys in the sales team there. Yeah, hope you're all well and catch you for the next one. Cheers, bye.